All right, you guys like oldies?
Yeah.
Like 19th century?
No.
I like historical music. It's cool. I actually watch a lot of documentaries because they play a lot of period music in it. You know, Civil War documentaries are awesome. They play a lot of Civil War music. And I don't think the music gets the credit it deserves because everyone says the Civil War letters are so awesome. You know, the letters that the soldiers wrote home. But it's the music that they play during the letters that really makes them awesome. It's not, you know, they're all the same. It's always... There's Martha. As this war rages on, I look to you still facing. I mean, it's a nice letter, but it's the music that really makes it awesome. Which is why I play that music every time I leave my friend's voicemail. Makes it sound better. You know, I started on cello so early, you know, and I played, I played piano for a few years, but like cello I started from like 2nd grade all through high school, so it's always been a part of my life. And then in high school and junior high I played in band, so it was my first you know, taste of performing at all, you know, like the recitals and the orchestra concerts and stuff like that. And you know, it also gave me, you know, some confidence because like in junior high when people started, like my friends started getting guitars and basses and stuff, and they were just starting to learn music. You know, I had like a good 6-7 year head start on them because I picked up a bass and was able to learn pretty quickly. So it was kind of cool to think that, like that, all that pain and suffering I went through being laughed at for being an orchestra nerd is like now it applies to something cool because I can play, you know, in bands, you know. So it's like finding out geometry, you know, can get you chicks. It's really cool that so many people have found that, you know, bit, and it just got sent around, you know, to so many people, and it's come back to me so many different ways. Like friends of mine will say, it's like my aunt who didn't know that I knew you said, "Oh, you like music? Here, check out this funny thing." It's like I know that guy. I've done shows with him, and it's the first thing that I did, or the first big thing that I did that when I do shows people expect it, you know. So it's kind of cool that way because before that, you know, the only way people would hear about, you know, someone like me was either on like nationally syndicated radio or you know, or TV, and sometimes those are just hard to get on, you know, and this is something I put up myself, so it's led to me having a signature piece that people sort of recognize me from, which is really cool. It's, you know, it helped me start to get a name, you know. It's not something I actively tried to find because the Pachelbel piece is something that I sort of worked on for a while, and it just was an idea that was rolling around in the back of my head for a while that it came out very organically, so I didn't want to try to do something similar because then it would, to me, it would, I'm assuming it would just come out kind of forced and contrived, you know. It'd be sort of like, you know,
Spider-Man 2.
Nutty Professor 2, the clumps, you know. It's like Pachelbel's Rant 2, now he's messing with Vivaldi, you know. Every generation rediscovers the same chord progression, you know, and it's like, wow, this is better than just 3 chords. It's like a couple more, you know. But it's that's kind of what I like about music. It has that sort of underlying structure. It's the mechanics of it are the same for everybody, and everybody does, you know, slightly different things with it. But in some ways, it can all be the same, you know. So that's one of the things I actually like about music. So I think it can be seen as a good thing too, you know. Yeah. I really enjoy the writing of it. I like working on something and then presenting it and seeing if it flies or fails, you know, and that's still the rush of stand-up comedy. It's like it's very immediate, and it's, you know, you're on stage by yourself, and if it goes badly, it's terrifying, and if it goes well, it's a huge rush. So I really enjoy just the creative process. So it's a very immediate way to get results from the creative process. You know something's funny right away. You don't have to wait for something to be, you know, sent through, you know, like producers or, you know, editors or sound guys or anything. It's like you think of something, you say it on stage that night, and see if it works. You know, I like that sort of hands-on aspect of it.
And even, I guess, even more immediate is the fact that you don't have to be approved by a talent agent somewhere to be somebody. I mean, the internet. Yeah, you put it right out there, and.
Well, that's an amazing thing about the whole, like, in the, you know, the publishing world, the music world, the video world. You know, it's you really can just see what you get around all those people who put themselves in between, you know, the artist and the audience. So it's pretty awesome. Let me do that one more time.
Take 2. Action.
Hey, this is Rob Paravonian, and you're checking out FreshScouts.com.